Hey guys, Vern here. I wasn't even going to make this video. I was looking at videos of this. I thought, kind of owe it to you guys that do this kind of stuff. A video, just a real quick one. And I'm not going to go on and on about it because this is actually not much to talk about. I would show it, but I'm not going to because it's too easy to explain. So I've seen a lot of videos how to shorten a drive shaft, drive line, whatever you want to call it. What you want to do first of all is clean up your area really good, all this rust crap, and then you want to draw a straight line, because after you take your section out that you want, whatever you're shortening it, if you're shortening an inch, mark your inch. When you cut it, you want this line to go right back where it was at, because drive lines are balanced. And then if you don't do that, it'll throw it off balance. Plus these end caps have to be the proper way. So I've seen a lot of videos of ways of doing this, and if you cut this end off and you slide this piece out and you go to put it back on, like they show you in the videos, where there's a part of this goes in here a ways, and goes in. They make it look like it's just going straight, and then you weld it back up after you can cut it off, and then put this piece right back on there, and then weld it all the way around. You ain't gonna get it as good as I'm gonna show you, or I'm not gonna show you. The way I'm gonna tell you. And the reason why they don't show this to you is because not everybody's got one of these. You gotta have a giant pipe cutter. So what I suggest is, not that many people have a pipe cutter that big. So I would go rent one. Or you can mark it all up and take it to a plumber or something that has a pipe cutter that big. Because if you don't do it with a pipe cutter, I don't care how you do it, if it's just a little bit off, you're going to get that vibration. And it's either going to chew your transmission up, rear end, or both. And it's going to drive you nuts. It's going to mess up all stuff you don't even think about. It's going to go through your tranny bearings and all. I mean, this has to be balanced. It has to be true. So what I do is I cut it, and then where you cut it, you grind it really nice and good. So when you weld it, it welds nice. But so you have to use a pipe cutter. There's a little bit of an edge on the drive shaft on each end. It's a little burr edge. Just take a little grinder and just kind of nip that off, okay? And then when you put it back up, make sure you line your lines up. Now when you go to weld it, you can't just weld one side and then go all the way around. It's gonna tweak out on you and be sideways. So what you do is, once you get it all lined up, put it back lined up, just tack it. Tack it on the opposite side. Tack it over here on the opposite side. Tack it. Get you all four corners tacked up. Then you can start welding. Go an inch. Go on the opposite side, go an inch. Go on the opposite side, go an inch. And work your way around like that. And I suggest let it cool down for a little bit in between your welding. Nothing can get weird, nothing moves around, and nothing can happen. That's all I can say. That's all there is to it. Get yourself a big pipe cutter somewhere. If you got one, hey, and if you do this all the time, buy a pipe cutter. Gotta have it. Because, I don't care which other way you do it, you're not going to get it right unless you send it to a professional guy that does these for a living, or a company that does it. So this is the way you can do it at home. You do it with a pipe cutter, it's perfect. There's no way around that. That's that simple. It's gonna be perfect. And just make sure that when you line it back up, you can go true. And what else you can do too is, if you're not very good at truing stuff up, you can get a piece of angle iron and put it on each side and clamp it to line it up before you weld it, and that'll also stabilize it when you weld it too. That's what I like to do. So anyway, I hope this helps someone out. You guys have a nice day. Over and out. Subscribe and get ready for the next one.